So we just found her working level, which is an 8. Right now it's an 8, so we're going to work at 8. If I need to adjust it, I'll let you know. But for right now, it appears an 8. It's going to be the number that she responds to. So the first thing I like to do with e-collar training is work on recall. It's a great way for the dogs to learn how to turn the pressure on and off with the e-collar. I also use food and nanny to reward them, for coming over. So start her off. Let's go, Rin. I want to get behind my dog. And we're starting, this is like phase 1 of e-collar. We're starting in a low distraction environment, which is my backyard. We'll start to add more distractions as she starts to get a little bit of a foundation of this. Come on, girl. Good job. So, what's going to happen? I'm going to get behind her. When she's not looking at me, I'm going to apply button pressure and give some leash guidance. When she turns around, the button pressure comes off. You will hear me mark that with yes, and I will cheer her on to me. She's learning how to turn off the e-collar pressure on her off. She's learning how to turn it off by responding to it. Understand what it means, but it's important that, again, we have some obedience foundation before you start any e-collar training. Let's go, girl. Come on. Yes, good girl. So it's very brief. Very brief. Good girl. I'll give her a little something when she gets to me. Very brief because she turned quickly. There you go. Yes, good girl. Good job. To give you a reminder on how that works again, I'm saying, Rennie, come, applying button pressure. When you hear me say, yes, good girl, I'm letting go of the button. You'll also notice that that's when she's committing to walking towards me. Good girl, let's go. Come on. Good girl. She's learning how to turn the pressure on and off. Learning how to do it. Yes, good girl. You may find that your dog, especially because we're in a low distraction environment, starts to kind of just follow you, because every time you get away from them, you call them to you. So they're just going to start sticking around to be a little closer because they're trying to, give you what you want. So it can be a little more challenging to get them to get away so you can call them back. So here's a little trick that I'll do if you're getting a dog who just kind of starts to circle you. We have a pretty good walking relationship too, so a lot of times she knows she's supposed to be right beside me. She's not supposed to be ahead pulling, she's not supposed to be riding behind, she's supposed to be around me. So for me to sneak away is kind of hard because I spend a lot of time working on building this relationship where she's looking for me and staying close. So here's a little secret, here's a little trick you can try. It's not a secret, it's just a trick that you can try to kind of get your dog, to pay attention or to lose focus so you can call. But this is nice, she's looking at a reflection or something. Ready, come? Yes, good girl. Good job. Very nice. And she's checking herself out in the window. Good girl. Something you can do is put your dog in a command, SIT, down. Good girl. Okay. I'm going to throw some kibbles on the ground and let her eat those so I can back up and get away from her. Ready, come? Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes. Okay. I'll say okay to kind of free her. Again, drop some kibble on the ground. Go back on the side. I'm going to let her, right now, kind of eat what I've dropped. Ready, come. Yes, good girl. Good girl, man. Sit. Yes. Since she knows sit, I'm already kind of layer that with e-collar too, since we're adding that into the little routine with this food stuff. Then I'm going to give her the word for break. Okay. Okay. Good. Let her get around the food. When I'm saying sit, it's the same deal. I'm saying sit. Once the button hits the ground, pressure's off. Okay? Ready, come? Yes, good girl, Nina. Good girl, Nina. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Sit. Okay. Good. Something to keep in mind when you're doing this with your dog as well is you don't want to just stand still when you recall your dog. When you call them, I want you to back up so they have a long way to travel, but you're also engaging. You're calling them, you're getting the eye contact. You're really engaging with them. We'll get to the point where you can just stand there and they'll come straight to you standing still, but here at the beginning, movement helps, okay? There you go. Yes, good girl. Sit. Yes. Okay. Good girl. You want to use your long line right now, definitely, because if your dog needs some leash guidance, you can give it to them. Because they don't exactly understand what direction this is coming from. This is not directional like a leash, so you have your leash there if they need help. Yes, good girl. Yes. So again, I'm saying the command and applying pressure. When you hear me say yes, I'm turning the pressure off. Let's go, man. Yes. Okay. When we start to get a pretty good rapport, I'll try dropping the long line again because I'm in my fenced-in area. Ready, go? Yes, good girl, good girl. Sit. Yes. So she kind of wiggled for a minute, so that was pressure the whole time. No, sit. Yes. She broke command, that was correction. No, holding till we got back to the sit. Good girl. Okay. This is why it's really important that your dog already has an obedience foundation. You shouldn't be coming into e-collar training without an obedience foundation. Ready to go? Perfect. So she's a little more distracted? Yes, good girl. So I could have used the leash. Sit. I could have used the leash to grab a focus here. No. Sit. Yes. So, just to give you an idea, she's a little excited, so she's a little sloppy. That's okay. She's getting up. I'm saying nope, applying pressure. When she sits and I say yes, I'm releasing pressure. So that was a bunch of on and off pressure because she broke out. She left command and I'm putting back into it. Nope. Yes. So that was pressure. So she got back into it. Good. Let's go. Good. Something that will happen, again, your dog will make mistakes. They'll break command. That's why it's important to have the reminder. Be consistent with your e-collar work. That you apply pressure when they break command. They learn how to turn it off by going back into it. You apply pressure when you give command and they learn how to turn it off, okay? So they're learning that this means the same as any leash work that you've done. And replacing leash pressure with e-collar pressure, basically. Let's go. Come on, man. Good girl. And I'll be going over all the different commands and how to teach them with the e-collar. But right now we're just doing recall to sit. Also recall, and if she doesn't come, like let's say I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna put some kibble down in a couple spots and I'm gonna call her, and if she gets distracted and goes to another pile of kibble, you'll see we give her a correction, which is no. We're still at 8, pressure on, and she turns it back off by getting back on track, okay? I'll show you how it works. There you go. Girl. I'm letting her step around there. I'm gonna put a couple kibbles right here too. Good girl. She didn't see them, which is fine. But yes. Oops. Butterfingers. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, go over here. I'll try that again here since these kibbles kind of scattered. Ready, come. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Sit. That was a great example. That was great. We had a leaf fall. on her way to me, so she got distracted. She looked at it. She was coming. She heard the leaf. She looked away and got distracted. I said, nope, come. Held pressure. Then when she gets back in gear, the pressure comes off. I'll give her leash guidance if she needs it, because that you can tell the intensity of the leaf. Really got her really interested. But we're connecting the dots. So you're coming to me, you turn the pressure off. You get distracted, pressure comes back on, but turn it off by coming back to command. And that's what she did. She did a really nice job. So we got it. We got the example. You find more food, girl? Rainy, come. Rainy, come. Yes, good girl. Sit. The more distractions you have, Rainy. Yes. The more distractions you have, okay. Your numbers will begin to change. But right now, phase 1, just stick at your working level. So we've been at 8 the whole time. I'll be going into the next set of the next phase of e-collar training, where with distractions we do start to increase the numbers a little bit to help us reach our dog. But right now we're working at 8. She did really nice. That's just an example of pressure on, pressure off, how we layer the recall, how we layer a sit, how we find a working level, and if she gets distracted during her recall, how we reapply pressure to connect the dots and get her back to us. So that's the first lesson with recall and e-collar. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Take care of me. Take care.